watching CBS 2 News This Morning in high definition.
I'm Dr. Max Gomez. It used to be you almost never saw a type 1 diabetic become an elite endurance athlete like Cliff here. I'll show you the high-tech devices that are making life easier for all diabetics.
First, your health news. In order for people with diabetes to stay healthy, they need to keep their blood sugar within a pretty narrow range by balancing insulin, exercise, and food.
Which is tough enough under normal conditions, but imagine trying to do that when you're a triathlete. Dr. Max Gomez is here to tell us how one diabetic does it and what we can learn from his experience. Good morning, Max.
Good morning, Kate. Good morning, Maurice. You know, it can be actually pretty tricky because too high blood sugar over years can lead to heart disease, stroke, kidney failure, and amputations. But too low blood sugar can kill you right then and there. So type 1 diabetics have to carefully monitor their blood sugar and balance the effects of food, exercise, and insulin. Try doing that during intense exercise. The Nautica New York City Triathlon this weekend is a sprint by Ironman standards, but for the rest of us, it's exhausting just to think about it. First, nearly a mile swim in the Hudson. Then almost 25 miles on a bike, followed by a 6.2-mile run. A triathlete's body is struggling to meet huge energy demands with enough blood sugar. Hard enough for a healthy person, almost impossible for someone with diabetes. But that's just what Cliff Scherb has managed to do. The 30-year-old triathlete has been a type 1 diabetic, dependent on insulin, for 21 years. The hard part is that food raises his blood sugar, while exercise, and he does a lot of it, lowers it. But so does insulin. The combination can be dangerous.
When someone's blood sugar becomes particularly low, they can become confused and actually become unconscious from a hypoglycemic event.
So how does Cliff do it? He used to have to juggle numerous insulin-filled syringes and test his blood sugar constantly. But now this little device attached to his arm has made life much easier and safer. It's called OmniPod, a remote-controlled miniaturized insulin pump that he can actually wear swimming, running, biking, all day, every day.
I never had the flexibility like I do with this particular pump because you're always locked in if you take a shot. It's there. Whereas with a pump, you can turn it. It's like a up and down. It's like a spigot.
Cliff also uses a continuous glucose monitor that can give him minute-by-minute blood sugar readings. Combined with the OmniPod, allowed Cliff to qualify for the ultimate triathlon, the Ironman.
When you use pump therapy versus syringe therapy, you actually, the difference is like a laser versus like a chainsaw.
So what if you're not an athlete? Well, many diabetes experts say that insulin pumps allow all diabetics much finer control over their insulin requirements and therefore over their blood sugar. Tiny electronically controlled pumps like this OmniPod means it's more convenient. You wear it all the time and there's not even needles to deal with. The easier you make it, the more likely a diabetic can control their blood sugar. It's about making it simple and easy because it can get pretty complicated.
Wow, you've got this continuous monitor. Does it work with the pump?
Yeah, both for miniaturized electronic, you get continuous information back from the monitor. You can work with the pump. But what's really interesting now is that a project funded by or spearheaded by the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation is trying to get the continuous glucose monitor to talk to the insulin pump, something like this OmniPod, and they talk to each other, and one will tell the other one essentially how much insulin to release. It's called the Artificial Pancreas Project. They're trying to marry these two technologies, put them together, and it's actually going on right now. It may only be a few years away.
It's amazing how high-tech it's become.
Yeah, and you see this thing is only about this big.
No kidding.
Yeah. Great. Thank you so much,
What an
Dr.
athlete, by the way.
Yeah.
My goodness. Put the rest of us to shame.
No kidding.
Regular blood sugar.
No excuses.
None.
See you at the gym.
Yeah.
You know, Kate's quite the runner. You're running quite a bit.